And as we know, it's the first minute, which means we're gonna get an ad break within 1 minute. We have to go through so there won't be any other ads advertisements for the rest of the stream. At least most of the stream. So this is our pre-stream Rambly Rambler.
Oh,
right. Dogman.
Yeah?
How about Guado and Mifra?
Guado and Mithra. Let me check. Which one is that again?
It's in the core races.
4 races?
Yeah.
Mithra. What is a Mithra?
They're checking some other things.
Basically a longer clawed cat person.
I mean, you wanted a monk or a black belt. This is one of their. It's one of their archetypes. So.
I suppose so.
They're just checking some Final Fantasy D&D World 20. Oh, come on! Why is the ad break not showing? Wow, just take a moment, will you? Normally it will start complaining now, like, hey, there's an ad break coming in. Oh, there it is. You're late.
Very late.
The ad break started. It's not like we have to wait 5 minutes, but at least all ads will be disabled for 21 minutes, and then in 2 hours we're gonna have another mandated one. Oh, the water to be moisturized. So when that builds up, how's everyone's weeks been?
just started.
Week.
Up and down, thought my computer was fucked, found out it was slightly less fucked. Getting it back tomorrow evening, yay.
Yay.
Woo!
Yay. And dealing with a cough that keeps threatening to tear my throat out. But apart from that, fucking great. And looking forward to tonight.
As long as that coughing doesn't evolve into a wheezing, you're fine.
Knowing my luck, it's going to evolve into something brand new.
Galarian wheezing.
Mm.
I got a reaction from Moon. That's enough for me. We're out of the break.
Try not to cough a muck.
It's going to evolve into a puking. Yeah.
Anyway. Hello, people. Welcome to the wonderful world of D&D with your Dungeon Master Kotlol. I'm your Dungeon Master Kotlol, and that's so far the intro.
That was weirder than normal.
I will find ways to make it weirder somehow. I will find ways to find weirder without making it disturbing. Maybe one time I'll do disturbing.
Good.
Anyhow. Today, we are joined by the group of groups, the full-on group. We are joined by an Ausius. Who looks a bit grumpy.
Hi.
He's a bit grumpy, apparently. Did we upset you? Do you want some ice cream?
How about a cookie?
Okay.
Darn.
We are joined by a Lucas.
Yeah. Hello there.
We are joined by a Lier.
Hi.
We are joined by a Lona.
Hello, everyone. And I completely forgot about Lucas. I see you again.
I heard it and I was like, yep.
That
happened.
That happened.
Yeah, that happened.
Or rather, it didn't happen.
I'm a rogue. I like going unnoticed, so thank you.
And we're joined by a Poppy.
Hello.
And last time, the group continued their training arc inside this sub-realm of realms within dimensions and,
Are we not yet?
We're not out yet. So, everyone decided to do their own little trainings. And the first things first, Poppy decides, hey, I want to learn more about my new familiar. How do I make him empowered? And such. And when Raz heard some books, he's like, at least when he was still Raz.
You?
Who? Who? This roguish fellow.
Lucas.
This roguish,
Ah, how did that?
this roguish fellow decided, I'm gonna spare this little girl a fate worse than, not worse than death, but a fate that will traumatize her. So he decided to swipe the book, made a deal with the library, and now the roguish fellow no longer exists, and only Lucas remains. With that said, Alona was gonna learn a little spell from Pop, but her heart wasn't into it. So instead, she learned how to do a nicer fireball, so to speak. Too bad the cost is a little bit too high for her at the moment, but she'll figure something out. Ozzius decided to go studying, and, well, study he did. He learned some more books and such. Liam decided, hey Erica, I want to contact someone. Could you help me? And Erica's like, okay, here's this place, realm, and then try to get Bahamut's attention and succeeded. Despite Bahamut being in a different realm. Must be from one of the legends, but what is he doing there? Who knows? They got a nice little egg that's about to hatch that they learned later from Ozzius.
I'm gonna be a
Oh, the omelet.
mom.
I
It's
forgot.
too soon.
Okay. Poppy learns about echo casting and such, and might want to teach it to her. She wants to probably learn a bit more stuff, and also magical binding items to your familiar and a lot of other stuff. Ozzy has learned wants to learn a spell from their gods who's apparently the Feywilds. Was almost dragged into the Feywilds by a fairy, but his will was more powerful than the fairy, and instead of the fairy dragging him in, he dragged the fairy into this realm instead. And after the fairy woke up, yes, this fairy knows the young Knecht might have learned things from the young Knecht, and now a little total friend learned how to make silver replicas of someone for a short amount of time, for the cost of 10 silver. Some more training happened. Let's go to silver bill. Alona was feet based. Leah learned about the things, and Lucas decided to test fate again, and did well, but tried to cheat at the last one and got caught cheating fate, which means a terrible fate was bestowed upon him. And with that,
fate, haven't you?
yeah. He has to try to do the shopping. With that said, everyone did their evening their training, so it's now basically evening in this realm, and you still have a little bit of time to talk or do anything before taking a long rest. Is there anything you wish to talk? You can no longer actually train, but you might inquire a bit of knowledge.
I'm gonna go back to that room and see if I can contact my ticket out of here.
You want to go into that room.
But first, I'm gonna make a detour.
To where?
And I'm not asking Erica. The silver doors.
You said the golden door, you want to go to the silver door downstairs. The door's locked!
Is there a lock mechanism?
Investigation. Or Arcana if you think it's magical. You have to decide. Investigation, Arcana, or if you really want to be a bit weird, you can do a nature check to detect what kind of silver it is.
So, either Arcana, Investigation, or Nature?
Yeah. With nature, you will determine how the door was made with the silver, and you might find structural weaknesses, or maybe the way how this all works. Investigation is just you just checking things like, oh, is this that, and Arcana
To
is for magic.
shatter or not to shatter? I
No
am
one
going.
hear that.
Huh?
No one will ever hear that.
No, especially not in these empty halls. Okay. I think I'm going to try my hand at Arcana.
Arcana for me then.
Hmm?
Roll Arcana for me then.
Yep. That's no wait, no, that's not roll.
That's not roll.
That's not a roll.
D20, not 20D.
Yeah. R D D20.
That's 5.
Hey, there we go. Hey, even better.
23. You decide this is a magical realm. I should probably check for any type of magics. The door itself appears to have no handles and is definitely magically charged in some sort of way that would only open for, well, whoever can open it. On the door itself is a symbol. What language do you know?
Let me check. Undercommon and Mimic.
No, you don't know. And common, yeah. Undercommon, common, and mimic. Nope, you don't know what this means. It's an unknown language to you.
Time to try and see if I can disrupt.
I wasn't done with the magic yet.
Damn,
The magic radiating from the door that you checked feels intensely potent. Whatever's behind there, this door is very hard to open.
Is that all?
Yep.
Time to disrupt some magical runes or some crap to see if I can open it with magic knowledge.
Go ahead.
What should I roll?
What are you trying to do exactly? I want to know.
I want to see if I can use my own magical abilities to sort of disrupt it. Just ever so slightly.
Even with that Arcana roll, you're not really sure what kind of spell you want to throw at it. But disrupting it is a possibility. But you're not really sure about the results. That kind of thing goes a bit beyond your knowledge at the moment.
Well, time to go ask Erica.
You don't. Okay. Anyone else before Leah returns? Anyone else wants to ask anything or discuss anything?
I did want to talk to Erica.
Okay. Alana, you
Just girl.
go ahead. What do you want to ask her?
But I now know that my spell, which needs a phoenix feather, which are uncommon to get by. So I want to ask if she knows anything about a substitute ingredient.
Substitute ingredients. Okay. Erica first look at Foth and pay much point and says, you've created those from the spring, didn't you? So, you have a spell that requires a phoenix feather or a substitute of it. The realm has already given you substitutes and probably only one per one. How would I say this with their words?
Limited to one.
Limited, but you're only limited to one. There should be another way of instance. If you would make an arcane focus with the same mythical wavelength of a phoenix, it would get rid of the cost.
Feel the phoenix, become the phoenix.
So how can I create an arcane focus with the same mythical wavelength as the phoenix feather?
tries to recall. And then she says, like, I do not recall exactly how. He looks at Father. Have you ever made such an object? And Father shakes his head. I am not interested in reviving the dead, you know. And she looks, there might be somewhere in the knowledge that I hold, but I cannot recall it at the moment. It is not like I will remember every detail perfectly. I have a library for a reason.
I wanted to say.
Yeah.
And I know where to go. Well, thanks for the help.
Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? Lucas, Poppy,
Yeah.
Osius?
I go up to Lucas and say, Luke, can I ask you something?
Oh, yeah, what?
Do you remember when I was looking for a book? I can't find the other one. Did you happen to see it?
No.
Oh.
I was busy doing something else.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Here's the thing, you don't have to roll deception, you have averted that fate, so it just comes up naturally to Poppy as you're not lying.
Okay. I guess someone else picked it up. Okay, I'll just wait for them to be finished with it. And she waddles off.
I'm good.
So Poppy takes a seat at one of the chairs and starts reading through the echo casting book again.
You anything? Lucas, you know anything? I'm gonna give you an evening slot today.
You know what, I'm gonna go back to the I've got nothing better to do. I can pull an all-nighter. I'm gonna go back to the index, and this time I'm gonna ask it for like I did earlier in the week. I'm gonna ask it for references to every level 2 magic spell that a wizard is capable of learning.
Okay. Osius, you got anything? You want to learn more with your fairy friends?
Oh yeah, let's see if we can get that component part down. Maybe, if possible.
So that won't cost 10 silver.
Yeah, let's see if we can lower that somehow.
Mm-hmm. Do you ask her if she knows a way? Do you ask her that? Do you ask the fairy that, or you ask Erica something about that? You can now ask.
Oh, first Erica. I think the fairy has done whatever they could.
Thanks for a moment. A cost of 10 silver. That is different from a phoenix feather. There's no such thing as making an arcane focus that would take away the cost of currency, especially silver in that case. If you think for a moment, I've never heard of this spell, but it has to do with your god and silver limbs. In theory, maybe. She's gonna think for a moment. Give her a moment. She's thinking. She's thinking. Maybe a way to lower the cost to nothing, but that would require you to have silver as part of your body. Something you can make it so you can regenerate it. Idea how. It is beyond anything I've ever seen so far. And of course, your fairy that is silver goes like, "Well, I'm made of silver, but I am special. I'm special in that kind of case." If I make him silver, he'll be a silver statue, not moving. Unless he's a silver golem. No. I can make him silver, but, it will be a statue, so sorry, I can't help you there.
Hmm.
So, no, they don't know.
I'll ask my god tomorrow. It's fine.
Okay, you ask your god tomorrow. Going back to the index. And Ozias asking. Okay. So, here you can now ask Erica the things. Will you return?
Stands next to them non-conspicuously.
Still carrying the egg.
Yeah, obviously. So, what's behind the silver door?
Erica just slowly turns her head towards you. That will be a purification room.
Purify what?
The magic that runs through this realm.
So, you're telling me it's just a magic filter?
Indeed. Most things that this realm grants, such as the water, the wishing spring, and even the food, it's all magic being filtered in a purification room behind the silver door.
So, are you saying it's pure magic, or it's like just some kind of bland magic that's all-encompassing?
See it more as the place where magic comes in, and that place casts all the spells needed to replenish this realm.
So the food we've been eating, what is that? Hero's Feast constantly being casted?
In theory, yes.
Okay, so everything is just spell-based.
Are you expecting?
Huh.
It is a place. This is my inner realm, a place of wishes, a place of winds. Naturally, I want to filter out any element I do not deem worthy to be part of this realm, or minimalize it so it doesn't have a large influence. And you can see pretty much Bob already folding his arms, a bit annoyed at that statement.
So basically, it's only limited to a sanctuary, whereas nothing really can take advantage of the magic.
Indeed. Well, the heart of the realm flows through all magic, so I can always access this realm. From there, it flows to the purification room, where it will be distilled into things I deem necessary.
So, I'm guessing anybody who goes in that room or dares to touch the flow would be overloaded and explode in an arcane bomb.
Ability. It,
Kind of
as I
bad.
said, but I would rather say you would be torn apart and dematerialized and then rematerialized into something I deem necessary.
So basically, you could recycle people in that. They're fine.
Indeed. So, Leo, I think you have the hint. You probably don't want to go in there.
Yeah, nope. But there could be a use in the future.
But maybe she's lying. Ooh, go in, go in, go in.
Do you want to inside check her if she's lying?
Oh.
I'm going to allow that.
Sure.
You may incite her.
I will incite her. Let's see.
Say, like, if she's lying. Like, incite her then. Check if she's doing it. if you feel like someone's lying, you can ask, can I check for can I check if they're lying for and also insight check. You look at her words and she speaks mostly truthful, but her explanation is a bit rational, like she's hiding some things of the details. But otherwise, she's mostly telling the truth. But there might be some mostly, but she's obfuscating some of the truth. You just have this feeling she's kind of obfuscating something, or just not wanting to explain it fully to some degree. You're not sure which one of the two it is.
Kind of just elbow nudge friendly, like, come on, there must be more to it. It's magic, it's complicated, it's weaved, come on.
Persuasion.
Yes, I will. Da, 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 da.
Oh, sorry. She looks at you and then takes a drag from her water pipe. If you really need a long explanation, you can always check the library. Unless you wish to keep us up all night for me to explain the room in pure detail.
I'll look at the library. However, if there's something missing, I will come back. Ciao.
Okay. So, who's still going to the library? I think it's Alona, Lucas, you are going, right?
Yep.
And Leah. Okay, I'll let you free to go in.
Well, I know what I'm asking for.
Yeah. Oh. Or you could just go through the door. Also, you just want Leah to be and her mimics to be recycled into something new, don't you?
Well, we can't die here, so there's no real risk.
And their fate's worse than death.
Yes, like being a permanent part of the residence.
Yeah, but I wouldn't feel that.
Of course you wouldn't. Oh, how about you go through the door? I tell you all about it and tell you, magic potential everywhere.
Not my thing.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the first one to arrive is Alona. So Alona, you go first.
Okay. I enter and ask the library for a substitute element for a phoenix feather.
You get four book results.
Easy to get substitute ingredient for a phoenix feather.
Easy for whom?
Easy for. Does the library know me?
You say you have to say something that would refer to you.
Easy for mortal beings.
You get one book. Yeah. Mythical substitutions.
That seems like a good book.
Okay, you take it. Okay, you're gonna go that way. That is in row 10.
And then I go to row 10.
Okay. Next up, Lucas.
Hello.
What do you ask the library? You ask a list of level 2 spells for wizards.
Yeah, the same as I did for the first level ones.
You get several results, and I'm guessing you're going to go all through them and you're going to try and write them down, right?
I'm going to try to, yes.
Okay. You're going to have to roll for that if you succeed. Otherwise, you're going to may have to give up a few of them. We'll do that later.
Okay.
We'll roll for that later because that's going to be after Lier. Lier, what are you asking the library?
Okay, Latina's went magazine. Come on. No. Any information on the silver? What's behind the silver doors? Specifically, that magic filtering thing, and all the little dark details that comes with it.
Two books appear. They're in the same row.
All right. Time to take a look.
Row 2. No. 418. So, first up, since Lucas is probably not gonna, since Lucas is, I'm gonna wait. So, Alona, you come to row 10 in no time, and you look around, and there's a lot of books. This is actually the most books you've seen ever in this library. And, well, roll perception check. Alana, perception?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
there. 13. It's kind of overwhelming in how many books there are, but you do notice that some of these books are all about apprentice magic and magic building up to more powerful magic. So the further you go into the role, the more powerful the magic becomes. And you're thinking for a moment, how come all the magic is all in row 10? Did she really learn all this magic when she was 10 years old, or did something else? Whatever. Anyway, investigation check if you can see you can find the book in no time. A bit, but you do find the book from Mythical Substitutions. It is quite a thick book, with almost as thick as an encyclopedia. It might even be as an encyclopedia for all you know. And you pull it out. You open the first page, and indeed you see a quick excerpt talking about ways and shortcuts to get powerful magical objects substituted for something similar for a cheaper price or easier to obtain. Turns out that a lot of beings try to find ways to make sure they don't have to go on a quest to find a sacred object or something of similar value, and just says like, but what if I combine this and that and make something like this? Or if I use these ingredients, I can have the same effect. You read a story. On the next page, you read a little story about human that had to go on a quest to find a relic of some sort that was lost to time, because he needed to cure his village from a disease, and because the disease was a curse of some sort. So he tried looking for it, but he couldn't find the knowledge and the location of things. So he decided, what if I examine the curse instead and find the elements that counteract it, and be something like the relic? It took him a few years of studying, but he found a way. And he didn't need a party or anything, and he pretty much had a smith, an alchemist, and someone else make a new sort of artifact to cure the diseases. It did come at a cost for him. The curse was removed, the object was destroyed, and it costed the guy's right arm because it blew up on his right arm. So, and that's pretty much you can see it as a warning: if you do this wrong, there will be dire consequences to the user.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Because you're trying to substitute something really powerful. So if you fuck up the item you're going to use for it, might explode in your face as one of the effects. But you can also pretty much infer from this, oh, but it probably was wrong. But it could probably also other things. You read a few more pages, like, yeah, you can also be cursed yourself. You can be changed. You can lose all your magic. there's a lot of things that can go wrong with using mythical substitutes.
Cool. Maybe I should try it in this pocket dimension, then at least I can't die.
Are you gonna look for a Phoenix substitution specifically?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to do one more investigation check for me.
Mhm.
You look through the pages and you keep going, keep going, keep going. There's a lot of different things. Demon charm substitution, void portal substitution, Phoenix. And then you notice that you're at the end of it. Wait. Takes you about an hour to find it, and you're like, here it is. And you start reading through it, and you pretty much have some trouble understanding it, but you do know it. The elements needed are as followed. You need a soft material of some sort that can withstand an extreme heat. You need a fuel of some sort. And finally, you need to somehow distill the spirit of someone undying. So that part is like, what? And distill the spirit of someone undying? What does that mean?
Yeah, the soft material withstand extreme heat, fuel of some sort.
Yeah.
Maybe I should ask Erica what that means. Distill the spirit of someone undying. Or does it say anything else about it?
You could try and use insight again. What it could mean. The raw
Yeah.
insight just says like to understand what it exactly means. No, you don't know. You're like trying to think of it. Maybe someone needs to be in the brink of death and you need to distill it. No, that doesn't make sense. So you don't know what it means to distill the spirit of someone, of an undying someone.
The book doesn't say anything else about it?
It doesn't say anything. It's more like an ingredient list, so it doesn't go into detail on that specifically.
And does it say anything about what I have to do with the elements that it names?
They do. So first off, you need to first light the fuel on fire. You need to first make a circle with the fuel, and then bind it to the distilled spirit. Set it on fire, and then wrap it around with the burning material, and eventually the flames will go out, and you will have your substitution for an arcane focus.
Wait, so create a circle with fuel, bind it to the distilled spirit, set it on fire, and I wrap it around?
Yeah, wrap the soft material around it. So I know you're gonna be holding something that might be on fire.
Okay, then I head back to the other. Wait, I don't know if my memory is good. Do I have paper? Can I copy this?
You can write it down.
Yeah, but I do need paper and something for that, right? Oh. I have my father's diary. I can just write it in there.
If you want to.
Sure, why not? Then it's of some use after all.
You write it down. Alrighty then. Liar, well, you're gonna go back, but Liar, your turn.
Yes.
We're gonna do Lucas last.
What?
Lucas is
What
last.
spell have you cast? Lucas, blah, blah, blah.
Nah.
He's crossed tongues.
You arrive in row 418. It just looks like anything else at the library, but you know you arrive there fast because it's the magical library. You may roll perception or you start looking for the book with investigation.
I'm sorry, what?
You may roll perception to look around, or immediately start looking for the book with an investigation.
I guess it's investigation. I will instigate an investigation.
Get it. No. You start looking around for these two books. And you look, and then you see something. The most colorful sailor insults. You're like, oh, insults.
Really taking my word from this morning, huh?
You're just like, I wonder if I want to take a look at it. But it has definitely distracted you for a moment. I'll let you do what you want with that information. Do you continue looking, or do you just want to?
I'm grabbing the book for later.
Okay.
For now, I'm looking for this powerful magic filter. This meat grinder, if you will. Alright.
Well, you
Is
didn't
that
have to.
better?
You didn't have to. I didn't say roll yet, but
Dang.
fine.
I'm sorry.
Never mind. Fine. I only roll if I say you should roll. But whatever. You do find the two books after a bit, and then
Alright.
in the first book, it's pretty much about well, how do I say this? How to break down things into magical components and such. So I guess you're gonna open it and start leafing through it.
Yeah, grabbing both the books just in case.
Yeah.
And with that, I'm gonna be learning recipes to make magic grenades out of everything.
That's what you're trying to learn out of them.
Nah, for real, I'm actually looking for nukes.
You're the wrong class for that.
Dang.
But let's just start reading. So the first is just how to break things down into magical components, and then the other book is about how to defer magical elements into other elements. So it doesn't exactly say how the room itself works, but these definitely two will give you the knowledge you need about it.
We're gonna put the books back and start looking for how to raise your dragons.
You gotta go back to the index then.
Yes.
Okay, you didn't want to learn? Okay. Okay, I'll let you do that. How to train your dragon.
Yes.
Let's hope they have the stuff that makes dreams work.
Oh.
Effort makes the dream work.
Okay. The index gives at least 50 books.
How to raise a metallic dragon.
Books.
How to raise a godling.
No results.
Would have been funny.
Well, I'm. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the first book that I can find that seems appropriate for the current egg.
So you're just gonna go for the nearest book about training a metallic dragon.
Yes.
Okay.
Training or raising. Either one.
You go to there. You found a book about how to train metallic dragons and how to make them behave accordingly. Very direct, very simple,
Mm.
and you start.
Some toddler.
Yeah. And pretty much this book starts about how to train a young dragon. Not a baby dragon, a young dragon.
I'm looking for babies. Hatchlings.
So you look for the hatchling book, you find one, and you start reading it, and you do notice that that they quite eat a lot. It's a good place. This is probably a good place to raise it for a few days. But if this dragon would come out of this realm, you're gonna need to buy a lot of food.
That or kill a lot of things.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna be a fun ride.
You also kind of find a correlation why so many dragons start raiding farms, especially if if they have younglings, because no wonder they're known for stealing cows so much. When they have kids, they have to eat, those kids eat a fuck ton.
Well, time to eat a farmer in its farm.
All right. Lucas.
Yes.
Let me check how many spells there are exactly.
Oh dear God.
I'm trying to.
Not too sure what to do.
I need you to roll me. How many? Roll me. No, 60 20s.
60/20s.
Yeah. No bonuses, just 60 20s.
Oh. Okay, I wonder if this will work and make it quick. That works.
That was good. Okay. I need you to roll me an Constitution saving throw and an Intelligence saving throw. Because you're gonna pull an all-nighter. This just has to do with the all-nighter.
If needs be, this could be multiple nighters, but
Mm-hmm.
we'll do that. We can con and intelligence saving throw. Okay. I really hope this is going through to the roller. That's not going through, is it?
No, it's not going through.
God damn it.
God dang it. You need help?
Perfect.
Go ahead.
Well, the thing is, I rolled a 17 on the con, a 28 on the int, and I can prove it. So,
Look for those who passes, so you'll be fine. You can start studying it, but you're gonna need at least. You're gonna have to pull an all-nighter. You won't get every spell done because it is late, so you might need to take the rest of the day tomorrow to finish it.
fully prepared for that eventuality, not a problem.
Mhm.
So,
Also, the next day you will have 1 point of exhaustion.
also not a problem. Prepared for that as well. I hope.
Mm-hmm. I've lost it for a moment. Okay, so that's done. I think that's everything done for today, right?
Yep.
Everyone okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh wait,
Mhm.
Ilona, you want to ask Erica something before
Yeah.
going to bed?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a bit later, but Erica is still up in the living room smoking her pipe. Go ahead.
Erica, your library has a better memory than you have, but there's one thing I didn't understand.
And that is?
I need an ingredient, and the book called it to distill the spirit of someone undying. Do you know what it means?
Close your eyes for a moment. Oh, that thing. It is simply called. It is simply called that. You can take it literally and somehow pull out the spirit of someone undying and distill that into a magical liquid. It is quite gruesome, and I do not think I have a way of doing that in this realm, I'm afraid. But it also means something completely different. You see,
Like,
it's a double meaning of an item. One is the literal sense, the other is the distilled spirit of someone undying is literally a vial of liquid meant to bring those back who have the will to live, even if they have been dead for at least an hour.
could you repeat that? A vial of liquid?
It's a vial of liquids that can bring back the dead if they have been dead for an hour, as long as the spirit is willing to come back.
Hmm. Well, I know where to get any liquid that I need.
If you use this realm's version of it, the results might differ, but I do recommend you using someone who has knowledge in alchemy for any type of use of that.
Do you think the fountain can give me the liquid that I need?
But when you start mixing it, it will no longer be as distilled. The fountain simply makes perfect replicas of things, but it doesn't give the actual item itself. So if you try to combine it with something else from the material plane, the results will vary, as the item is both real and not real at this very moment.
Well, I do want to keep my arm, so then I should probably find the real thing. Is is there any way
Or
to
have
find it
someone.
in this realm?
Well, as I said, it can vary, but a skilled alchemist might be able to make it perfectly with the fountain's example, or maybe someone else would know how to make it a full true replica. I never bothered, as most items in here I do not wish to bring the material realm either way. After all, normally I would just wish such things into existence.
Makes sense. Okay, I'll ask Bob tomorrow to help me with the fountain.
Hmm. Hmm. Alright. And that thing we can go to the next day.
Sounds like a plan.
We're on the. Anyway, first up, you all level up.
Oh, yay!
You
Wow.
all technically level up from your endeavors this day. Because all of you did something big or something else, or, advanced a bit. So I think you all deserve a level up. The only one who doesn't give a level up is Erica, of all things. She was excluded from this level up. This might have to do with the fact that she's just mostly lazying about and spouting information. So, okay. So then, You all get your long rest, except Mr. Lucas, who is taking point of exhaustion. Lucas, while you're studying through all these books and writing things down, in a moment of fatigue, you swear you hear a buzzing noise. You're like, hmm? Hmm? You're like, weird, maybe I'm just a bit too tired, studying too much. And you keep going, and then suddenly, hey, an itch. I have an itch. A huge itch on my arm, and you look at it, and then you see the biggest mosquito bite you've ever seen, and you're like, mosquitoes? Here? How? You have the itch the itch makes you have to roll. Will pretty much always make you have to make rolling con saving throws for as long as that itch is there. So when you ever do something with concentration, each turn you're gonna have to use a con saving throw because you're itching very annoyingly. You're probably gonna get that cured.
What could have got me on that? That motherfucker.
The bad fate to be stung by a mosquito in a wish in this realm of wishes of all things where that's what mosquitoes are supposed to be. Don't mess with fate.
I'm going to kill whatever that was. Right after I find some aloe vera. Arrgh.
Expecting that, didn't you?
Okay, I'm going to take a very brief break from my spell copying to acquire some coffee and some fucking ointment.
Okay, you go do that. The morning comes. Liar, perception. Liar? Hello? Are you still gone?
Huh? Ooh, me?
Yes, I asked you to roll perception.
All right. We'll do that. Perception, you said. Where's my stats? Man, I have the best perception.
You wake up, and in the groggy state, you just go, alright, morning. I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I think my clothing's probably also hungry, I'm gonna head straight to the kitchen. And you walk through the door, and then when you close the door to your room, you're looking for a moment, it's like, hey, did someone look at me?
It's probably nothing.
Where's that egg?
You don't have the egg anymore.
Opens the door back quickly.
Do you peek back in and then look around?
I'm looking for the egg.
You don't see the egg anywhere. What you do see is something is sitting in the chair next to your bed.
Welcome to the world.
Why thank you, young lady. You blink for a
Yeah.
moment and then you look at the creature, and what's sitting there is a kobold made of platinum scales. It's adult, by the way, it's not a youngling.
Why are you a kobold? Why did you come from an egg? Is Bahamut sent you, but you got like mashed by the rules of the place?
Exactly. It's a bit more complicated, but I need it to be put in a material way to be born in this world, so to speak. And then put into the form that I've actually desired. Or
More
well,
cobalt.
it closes it. Why Kobold? Why Kobold? Why? Who else spurs dragons the best than the Kobold? He's very snooty for a Kobold, by the way, very intelligent. There's this
All
air
right.
of nobility about him.
All right, Chrome Snot. So, what is your mission?
What? Okay. Snot? How disrespectful.
Sorry, I meant Chrome Snoot. I
Chrome
slipped.
Gives a bit of a glare. I am here because of your request to Lord Bahamut. I am
What,
here. Hmm?
So what? You're basically gonna coach me into shape? Where's the gym membership?
I see. For some reason, he materializes a monocle and puts it on his eye. I am a champion of Bahamut. I inherited a fragment of his spirit and soul, so to speak. You could say I am like a small avatar of him, but also my own being. Doesn't that tell you enough?
It tells me that you're more powerful than you look. Yes.
Indeed. You see, you try to contact Bahamut via all the realms, so to speak. Instead, you found a way to his palace in the air of winds, in the realm of winds. He sort of has a small connection to it there. Mostly he's in the celestial planes at Celestia, but sometimes he goes into the place of air because of his title of the Lord of the Northern Winds. And thus, that is where I reside at the moment. Via request for Lord Bahamut, I came to your behest. Because you wanted to speak about that form of Tiamat, if I'm correct. Right?
Yes. Basically, you know what a homunculus is?
I know about artificial life forms made by alchemic means.
Well, in this case, it's a god made out of artificial means. And in the form of Tiamat, being sustained by. Okay, you might laugh at this, and honestly, I encourage you to. You know those little fish dudes that lives in the underworld? The Kuatoas?
Indeed, I know of them.
It is hilarious, but they basically got a gang of the whole village of them trying to sustain this one.
You
Constantly
don't.
recharging.
Fascinating. And this is in the Zora. I don't know exactly which realm I am in. I mean, that was.
Right now, we're in a private realm.
Ah, that explains it and the strange rules. See, I
Well,
see.
just so you know, this artificial god is not malevolent. Good natured, came into a little chat with it, and so far, this world is pretty much screwed if they ever stopped having that power to them. And also, there's apparently a war going on at some point, somewhere. So, yeah, a lot of people want this place. But I thought that, metallic dragons might be a better, more good natured kind of deal to go for this.
Mhm.
Personally, I just want to leave the place. It's a mess.
I see. So you wish to abandon this realm, but You want to leave something behind to make sure the stability of this realm remains. And however,
I mean, hey, I, I mean, hey, how else am I gonna make a living if I leave every world I come across to die? I am a
he's like,
interastral rock star.
he adjusts his monocle for a moment. A strange, selfish, reasoning, but I can see the nobility in the good that comes out of it.
Can't help people if you can't help yourself.
My power is very limited in this place, but at the very least I can observe and see what's needed, and maybe
I get
even examine everything going on.
All right. So, Snooty, got another name I can call you by? 'Cause I've been wanting to ask about a little power boost so I can survive better in this world for the upcoming battle, apparently.
There's always evildoers in every realm, and you wish for a power increase so you would survive the encounter.
It doesn't have to be permanent, just temporary enough to get rid of that thing who was trying to basically reverse engineer the godhood making and immortality, yada yada, the classic evil guy scheme.
So someone is trying to create a similar being for his own benefits that would jeopardize the realm. Is
Or
that
empower himself with the same kind of energy. Who knows?
oof,
Mad
ooh.
scientist kind of quack.
Trying to persuade him or trying to deceive him a bit with the intention? Because I know that's not the full story, but I'm trying to gauge what you're trying to get out of him. Are you trying to persuade him or are you trying to deceive him a bit?
You know what? I'll go with deception.
Okay, roll deception.
All right.
Just to see how convincing your lies are.
Wow.
He looks at you for a moment and is like, that is a lot of information. I can see there's more to this story.
Oh, well,
He sighs in annoyance.
do you want the
I've.
short answer?
How about I just observe and then decide? It's clear that your word is a bit muddled.
Uh-huh. I got a plus 10 and I roll a 2 out of everything. Ugh.
That, the dice for you. It's probably too early in the morning to be Lier the liar.
Oh wow, how original. Anyways, man,
Hey, at least
pussy face.
I didn't say play the liar as well, because the Lier the liar will be playing a liar.
I despise you and your jokes.
So he gets up and just walks up. He's just wearing typical cobalt clothing at the moment, a loincloth and a bit of leather armor.
Yeah.
But he has the monocle on his face.
You want a top hat with that?
The monocle is a form of status towards everyone else. I do not need something ridiculous as a top hat, thank you very much.
You could at least do with a tuxedo or something.
Glad enough to have my monocle, thank you very much. And he just walks past you.
Wow, I do something and I get this.
just goes to the kitchen.
Okay. Everyone else also wakes up. So, Erica is sitting on her usual spot. There's now a platinum kobold in the living room who is looking around the place with Erica curiously eyeing him. And Erica goes like, it appears the egg is hatched, no?
Honestly, his high and mighty air is giving me a rash. But hey, we'll see what he dictates the realm looks like later. I guess.
Huh. I see. We are, and then she pretty much picks up. Seems we're quite, with a smirk, messing with the natural entrances of this realm. For some reason, she has a smirk on her face, being a bit mischievous.
You think so? I just hope it won't explode, but before I leave it. At the very least.
I doubt you will. And then she pretty much tells a kobold, Kobolds, what is your name? And he goes, Matha. I am Matha the Mighty, champion of Bahamut, and you see Erica cut him off. You do not need to share your titles. They have no meaning in this realm specifically right now. And Matha goes, ah, right. And you are... I do not give my true name or anything that could bind me. They simply call me Erica. I am the owner of this realm at this moment. And he goes, ah, I see. And he looks around. Very golden. Very, very much so. Magics and more. And then he looks around the rest of the party. Luke is probably somewhere else. A silver fairy? And another strange individual. He looks at Fob, and Fob just looks annoyed at this person, at this kobold, and also looks at everyone else. A cleric of some sort. What you, total cleric? Who do you serve? Asking you, Osius.
What do you ask?
Which god do you serve?
The Unchained.
The Unchained. Just to recall things. He's a healer god of some sort, correct?
Yeah.
I see. Looks at Lona. That's an elven sorcerer. And then he looks curiously at Poppy. Strange. I've never seen one of your kind before.
I've not seen someone like you before, so we're even.
This one is very brash.
Well, it's the truth, though.
Alright, so... the one called Erica. Sorry, Madam Erica. Could you indulge me in the current state of affairs, since you are the owner of this realm? Or at least, the realm that occupies this realm. I feel like you might give me the best information possible. And she says, like, it might take a bit. You might be powered state, it will take a bit of time, but I'll indulge you for a bit. So, you can no longer ask Erica any questions today. She'll be talking with Mata, unless you want to interrupt it. Ozzy, you still want to ask your god something, so you might want to ask Erica something real quick before she's in talking with the kobold constantly. Because you have to, if you want to talk to your gods, you're going to have to access that door, so you might want to ask Erica for the access.
I thought I already knew where to pray.
Yeah, that's in the hard realm, but the door might be locked, so you might as well ask Erica, is that door still locked for me, or can I just go in?
Erica, I want to pray to my god real quickly. Well, real quickly. You know how it is with deities. Might take a while, might take all day. I don't know. Can I access that place?
I also lock it after each use because I don't want anyone to sneak off and accidentally cause a problem for themselves. It's more a precaution for you than for myself. But considering I can trust you, Where
Of
did
course
I
you
put
can. Wink.
that? Since you're just praying to your god and you have the fairy to back you up, correct? She's with you,
Yeah,
yes.
that probably won't screw me over.
Alright,
Maybe.
fine. Where did I put that? Excuse me, Mata. She gets up and walks to one end of the room, then pulls a key out of a pillar and hands it to you. It's a golden key. This will allow you to have access whenever you need to.
Thank you very much.
Now, if you excuse me, she sits down and starts chatting with Mata. So, with that, so now I'm to write down everyone's thing. What's going on outside there? Helicopters. So, Ozzy is going to talk to his god. Lier, what are you going to do? Because your cold friend is going to inquire things.
Well, he's doing his own talky thing, so I might as well not bother. I ask for a power boost and I get a snooty midget.
You might still get the power boost, but he's just inquiring because he's not sure. So what you can still train yourself or get knowledge. So it's just Erica
I'll just stay around. I'll have
you'll
I'll
just
have my own. I'll summon my own chair.
and you'll just practice your strings a bit. Stay trained as a bard.
Yeah. Basically.
Okay. Lucas is still gonna write down things, so Lucas is busy with writing down spells. Ilona, you're gonna go out with Pop to talk with Pop about the distilled spirit. Poppy?
Practicing again on the echo casting. Or studying, anyway.
Okay. So, first things first, let's start off with Alona. Alona, I'm guessing you're gonna go outside to the spring with Fav?
Yeah, and I also want to ask him about the other ingredients, so not just the distilled spirit.
Okay. You're gonna ask him, okay. So, God, the helicopter's loud. One moment. I'm gonna turn on some lights. It's dark in here. If you hear helicopter noises, I am sorry. So, you asked Fop about this fake arcane focus, right? Well, this fake,
Yeah, and I
the
shared
substitute.
ingredients that I found and needed.
He thinks for a moment. Fuel is clearly some sort of magical fuel of some sort. It clearly meant to keep it burning, or at least make it burnable in some sort of way. The soft material that is definitely something that would replace the texture of the phoenix feather itself. It can be anything, as long as it's soft enough as a feather and it can survive a burn. That's probably the easiest thing to get. As for what the hell? That helicopter's about above us, so it's really distracting. As for
Just shoot it down.
GTA style. As for the distilled spirit, that part might be more difficult.
Bertha said that we could try to get it from the fountain, the duplicate at least, and then find an alchemist to make the real thing.
Well, I am not an alchemist. Maybe one of your companions might know a way of medicine or alchemy of some sort.
I think I know someone.
Good, good. As for distilled spirit, what could it could be it could definitely be a normal spirit or something else. What could it be? Oh. Oh. I see. I see. If it is that, a liquid that could revive, but also be that. He grins for a moment, and he walks to the fountain, puts his hand in, and pulls out what looks like some sort of champagne bottle.
Hey, you want to celebrate?
Oh, no, no, no. This is the ingredients. He brings it to her. It is a triple meaning, even. A distilled spirit can be a liquid to revive someone. It can be an actual distilled spirit, or a distilled bottle of spirit of someone undying. That could, or an alcohol so strong it will bring anyone back if they're knocked out. This would be the cheapest way of doing so.
Do you think that works? An alcohol that's strong and brings back anyone that's knocked out?
If the cheapest solution, it will probably be also the most dangerous solution. But with the right enough fuel, it would be very easy to forge. But I can understand. He takes a bottle and puts it back into the fountain and disappears. We can also take the actual revival thing. And he puts his hand in and then he pulls out a small flask of liquid and hands it to you. I am simply expanding your options.
Okay. I think I'll go with the flask.
To you. Well, if this fails and we end the material plane, you would at least know where to find something similar. He gives a bit of a smirk.
You did say you can get any ingredient out of the fountain, right?
What? The fountain is limited to one per person, I'm afraid.
I already got 2. Felix Feather and now this.
Sorry, what?
I already got 2, right? The Phoenix Feather and now this.
Well, Fog made the Phoenix Feather as well, but he says he can only limit it to one, so probably it's one per day, or per person.
1 per day. That makes sense.
As long as it's consumed. Like if it no longer exists, then you will have to wait a day before you can do it again. So as long as the item still exists.
I am going to look for other people.
Okay. Okay.
If it's 1 per person, I need other people.
Mm-hmm. Well, then you can do that later. Poppy, how exactly are you gonna practice the echo casting?
I'm just currently just reading through the book to see if I can actually figure out how to work it out on my own before asking the others to help me.
Do an Arcana check with advantage.
Arcana. 1. Ah! Oh god, I don't know anything.
You try to understand the echo casting thing, but it's a little bit difficult for you to grasp it, someone your age.
Ah! Dang it, I thought I could do this on my own. Guess I'll have to go ask Erica or Alona when they're ready. If they have time.
And well, Erica's going to be busy, so that's going to be hard. They're gonna
Yeah,
probably
so
gonna need Alona here. Okay, Lucas. Lucas,
Yes.
you need to roll. You need to roll me an intelligence saving throws and 3d20s.
Okay, sorry.
As long as you're okay, my dude.
Okay. I ain't dead yet. 1d20 and... No, other way. Okay, there's the intelligence.
Hmm?
And 3d20s, you said, yes?
Yeah.
Three d20s.
I see. Okay, so you continue writing down things, and at the pace you're going, you'll be done on time. You don't feel like you're gonna forget anything and do anything wrong, even in your slightly fatigued state. Oh wait, no, you have exhaustion. You need to roll one more time. Disadvantage, intelligence. My bad.
Ah, roll intelligence again. Okay, my
Yeah.
mistake.
Yeah, you get disadvantage because you're.
Yes, I do. Oh dear.
Yeah.
It's gone down a bit.
Still gonna take you the rest of the day to finish it off. You're feeling that you're gonna probably end up with another point of exhaustion because of because they failed the intelligence.
Fair enough.
But otherwise, you will have every spell at the end of the day. But you've now given up the rest of the day to learn every level 2 spells.
Fair enough. I'll crawl into bed when I'm finished.
So you can start adding them to your spell list. But as I said, you at the end of the day you have a level 2 exhaustion.
Fair enough. How's the itching doing?
So, Lier, you're just hearing you're just sitting there in the living room, just playing whatever for practice as Mata and Erica just talk to each other. They're like, you pretty much from passive perception you can gauge that Erica's talking a bit of her time with the archmages and how everything went and how it is in the frozen hill tundras, or as they call it, the conjunction of realms, as Mata says, and Mata's like, oh, there, we're in this place and we're done here. See, this is both the iron and some internal things that Erica knows of currently because you guys shared it. So they're just talking about the current state of the world and the history of it. It's stuff you already know, so nothing really. Like, archmages were very much researching everything and creating things and wanted to go against Mistra because they wanted to have more knowledge and they wanted to go beyond with magic because knowledge should be spreading free and they need to know everything that is about magic. So Mistra's in their way, and you can see Mata going, and you allied with us, like, and she's like, yeah, because this and that and good. And it's like, oh, well, we don't really like that. And, well, and then how she was concealed, so she didn't know that the thing collapsed over time, but she learned because of the wish spell, the mother, and then you're like, ugh. Boing, 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 boing. Now,
So
so
no juicy details.
do you want to see if you can pick up any juicy details?
Mhm.
Perception.
That's gonna end horribly. High roll, please.
There were any juicy details? You have no idea.
I'm leaving.
You're just gonna grab a
Gonna
snack.
search it.
You're gonna grab a
Yeah.
snack. It's like, this is boring history.
Might have one of my mimics my toast as well.
They can't. I'm sorry, but they can't. No mitosis for you.
Damn.
You can at least eat to keep your exhaustion down. Okay, that was the whole thing done. And now it's time for Ozzius, who I saved for last. Ozzius, you head your way down to the golden room, towards the golden room of endless sky, and where those weird magical roots are. You try to focus in on with your fairy friend along. You go to the vein where you can hear those little giggles again, and very much reassures you. Okay. So how about I filter out all the little gigglers for you? But you'd have to get me a cupcake afterwards. I'm in the mood for a cupcake. Is that okay?
We can even get the cupcake first.
Yeah, but then I have a reward first. I want to at least earn it.
Okay, I'll give you 2 then.
Oh, that's even better.
If you can eat the first one, you earn the second one.
So she's like, okay, so they're gonna giggle like this. They want to focus on the old man. All right, sprinkle, and she sprinkles you a little bit with fairy dust. And you no longer hear any giggling going on except her giggles.
Huh. I wonder if I can fly now. Well, time to pray to my god.
You're currently protected from any charm from Fey people,
Well, that's going to be useful.
at least for the day. So you cannot be
Wow.
charmed by the Fey. Because
Today, in a realm where nothing happens.
well, he was almost charmed by her fully.
Convenient, I guess.
So you start praying towards your god in the Feywild somewhere, trying to reach the man of healing and silver limbs. You pray with all your heart. I need you to roll me a religion check, and no, this religion check is fine with me. Nothing else. Your faith needs to come through. 21.
Sure.
What exactly do you pray for?
Well, just for any way to improve the spell or, lower the material cost. Preferably the last.
Thinking for a moment.
Your call is really important to us. Please hold the line.
A moment of silence falls over you. You feel like you're not sure if it reached your god, but you remain faithful and strong, and you wait. You wait 5 minutes. You wait even 10
I've got the
minutes.
time.
You wait 10 minutes, and then before you, pluck, 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 pluck. Something metallic rolls towards you.
Well, let's see what it is.
You pick it up, and it's a silver pinky. And you see the fairy
Silver
looking.
pinky.
Yeah, a silver pinky. Yes, made of silver.
I'll place it over my right one.
Well, it is hollow on the inside, so you can put it over your finger. So you put in, and as you do that, you blink for a moment, and then you hear a message. Oh, devout one of healing. You wish to make replicas to assist those in combat. A powerful technique. This pinky will provide you with the knowledge you need for your demands. Be sure to bring those ill back to full health. And then that pinky falls off your finger and rolls out into a silver scroll. You pick up.
Time to read it.
You read it, and it reads, and when you read the scroll, despite being a small lettering, you do it appear a little bit, but you read it, and it pretty much tells you how to transmutate your shell of all things into a regenerating silver shell.
Huh. I wonder what this will do. Well, time to spend the rest of the time to cast it.
It is a ritual cast, and yes, you can do it. So, but where do you want to cast it? Do you want to cast it here, or do you want to cast it somewhere else than the...
No, I have to give the cupcakes first. Promise is a promise.
Yeah.
And then I'll do it, I don't know, in the hallway.
Okay. So you're going to cast in the hallway. Okay. So, you head back, you give your fairy friend 2 cupcakes, which she's happy about. So sweet and delicious. Oh, cupcakes are the best. She's so happy.
Yeah.
A chaotic but kind fairy. And then she goes, so, you're gonna cast that thing, and what does it do exactly? We can't make it out.
I don't exactly know yet, but I'll figure it out eventually. It's supposed to make my shell silvery and regenerate or something, but I don't know if it's going to regenerate me or others.
Well, you'd have a nice shiny shell at the very least, and everyone will know how holy looking you are. So I think that's his way of making you better.
Yes, and if someone is trying to blind me, I can just turn around and blind them instead.
Was there something else about silver? Doesn't it ward off things? I know I'm made of silver, but I always forget.
Imagine shell shocking a werewolf. Just sit on him.
So, with that, you will have to take at least 3 hours to cast this.
Yep.
It's a ritual cast of 3 hours. So.
Okay. I'll be spending my time on that now.
There is a cost to it, though, but... So, you want to hear the cost?
Yes.
50 silver pieces.
Oh, there goes my money.
But you will have a silver shell out of it.
Yeah, but it's not permanent.
You don't know if it... Do you know if it's permanent? Have you checked the
If
spell?
it's a ritual cast, it's...
You could do an Arcana check to see if it's permanent.
Ah. That is a very good idea.
Why don't you... you look at the spell, you're like... transmutate, but transmutation is permanent, right? And then you're like, yeah, but also you have to do a bit of a ritual casting, so it might be temporary. And how long? Is there a time limit on this thing? And it's like,
Erica!
Erica just talking with Mata. And she doesn't look up for a moment. Do you bother her?
I got a question when you're ready.
Well, I guess you're waiting.
Yep, just sitting down next to her.
You got near her. Poppy and Alona, you're looking for people, so Oz is in the living room with Erica. Lier is in the kitchen right now eating. Lucas is studying, so he's nowhere to be found at the moment. He's probably in the library somewhere. No, you get to you two. So you two have to choose your targets.
I'm just gonna look for Alona, see if she's around.
I wouldn't mind running into Poppy.
Needed a roll perception regardless.
Okay, 1 second.
Could be that hard to find her.
I don't think so.
No, you look around a bit and you're like, hey, you're over there, and you hop over to her.
Hey, I was just looking for someone.
Could you help me with echo casting? I was trying to study this morning, but I can't figure it out.
Again? What are you trying to do now?
I haven't managed to do an echo cast, so I'm trying to see what I'm doing wrong.
Okay. Well, I can help you if you can help me.
Okay, sure.
I need so Puff can pull stuff out of the fountain, and I need a soft material that can withstand extreme heat, but he can only get one ingredient for one person per day. So if you could ask him to get that ingredient for me, that would help me.
Okay, sure. Which one did you need again?
A soft material that can withstand extreme heat.
Okay.
I did mention it wasn't such a rare ingredient, but nevertheless.
Okay.
History check, Poppy, to know what kind of material would withstand that.
History. Oh, did better than I thought.
You try to recall. Soft material that can withstand heat. Soft material that can withstand extreme heat. And then you think, oh, right, there is something like that. It is not wool, but it is something soft, and I believe the war people once used it, the army people. I think I know what you need. So you have an idea. I'm not going to say the word of it, but there is a material that exists.
Okay.
So you could materialize it.
Alright. Guess I'll just go over there and ask for the item.
Well, you just ask for the pounds for the item, you put your hand in, you pull it out, you pull some sort of black cotton out of the fountain. It's soft. Has a bit of a metallic scent to it, but it's almost as soft as a feather. And you hand it to Ilona.
There you go.
One and a half down to go, kind of.
Yeah. Can you do me an investigation check on the thing?
Who?
Investigation on the material. 16. Soft, but it would feel like it is sturdy. If you could weave it together, if you have a lot of this stuff, you could weave it together. You could make some pretty dense and soft feeling armor out of it. Not mithril or anything, but it feels pretty strong. And it's probably very heat resistant. So, but you don't have enough to weave an armor with it. But with the little thing you have, you probably have enough, hopefully enough to make the thing you need to make.
Do I know what the material is?
No.
And the fountain, it can only produce one ingredient, but it can produce any liquid, right? That's not maxed in a day.
Yeah.
So I can fill a vial with, well, oil is flammable, right?
Do you want it to just be oil, or do you look for something that burns better, or something else? It just says fuel, but fuel can be anything. Like anything can burn, so you need to think what kind of fuel would you want to add to it.
Do I know as a sorcerer what fuel would work best with such a spell or such a
History or Arcana?
arcana?
You try to think of a magical fuel of some sort, but you're like, magic burns? I mean, I can just make a fireball. The very magic burns, but how do I get liquid magic? That's the only thing you can come up with. But otherwise otherwise you're drawing a blank.
I prefer to cast fireball at the fountain.
What?
Oh, okay, never mind.
Are you gonna cast fireball at the fountain?
Yes.
Maybe. Yeah. I got frustrated.
What happens if you cast fireball in the weave room? Not even aiming.
I
Oh.
tried that
Yeah.
and summon the creature.
Well, if
Can I
you,
move to a safer plane of existence?
okay.
Bomb the
Do
water
you
plane.
do you really want to try and do that?
Oh dear. Okay, no, I use my anger management to get my frustration out in a different way.
Somebody
Okay.
got cold
Do
feet.
I see anything in the neighborhood that is
Bro.
acceptable firing a fireball at?
You can just summon a golem and do it, then them. Just think
Yes.
of a target and just throw a fireball at that.
Yes, I summon a golem and I
Boom.
chuck a fireball at it.
Boom. Well, that golem is smoked. And Bob has to laugh. Like, finally using your rage as a fuel. Excellent.
Oh, it helped. Wait. Oh, can't you tell me which liquid I need to use?
There are many magical fuels. It depends on what kind of burn you're looking for. Certain fuels burn less hot, other fuels burn even hotter. Certain fuels burn longer, other fuels burn very shortly with a giant burst. And there's also fuels that give different colors and also different properties. There's even a rare type of flame that would cause a freeze burn of all things.
Well, it needs to burn long enough so I can wrap the soft material around it. And it did say soft material that can withstand extreme heat, so it needs to burn quite hot.
You think for a moment, and he looks at he looks at you, and then looks at the thing, and looks at the thing. Here's the thing. You're looking for a liquid fuel, but I think that is the mistake we were making in the thought process. Charcoal is also a fuel.
What is a fuel?
Piece of charcoal. That would also be a fuel for a fire. Mystic words have multiple meanings. Which means if you try to use a liquid fuel with a liquid spring and then try to burn it and then wrap it around, I do not think you'll get the results. We're missing a component that is part of material. Think about it.
I thought it
If-
would be quite difficult to create a
I see it more like this.
liquid circle and hold it.
A phoenix feather is comprised of three components. The softness of the feather, the bone that keeps the feather together, and the magical spirit of it. The fuel is the bone. That's how I see it. You made the
The
roll
material
a
that I
na-
create a circle with.
You may roll a nature check or a history check to see what kind of solid material would be a good fuel.
Nature.
Sure. Oh, you nailed that one. You try to think, and you think of many burnable materials. Charcoal comes first to mind, then normal coal. Wood is also one, but these are like, that's normal. But you need something with extreme heat, and then you remember something. You remember the story of gold that would ignite into a bright hot flame. And this gold wasn't actually gold, it was fool's gold.
So pyrite, basically.
Oh, yeah,
Pyrite.
pyrite. AKA fool's gold.
Py what right?
For how much longer will we be in this dimension?
You only have tomorrow left.
I could still get that out of the fountain.
You haven't gotten anything out of the fountain yourself yet.
Oh, okay. I tried and to get the material out of the fountain.
You grab for it and you pull out a large chunk of pyrite.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Hoppy, thanks for the help. And how can I
You're
help
welcome.
you?
Well, trying to figure out how to get the spell to go through Kirby.
Mm-hmm. Can you try it so I can see?
Sure.
Do I need to roll anything for that, or
What do you want to do exactly again?
try out Echo Cast, see if it works?
It's an Arcana check.
All right. It's 18, but I'm not 100% sure if that's gonna succeed.
You first try. What are you trying to cast first with the echo? With the echo casting,
Let me check exactly the spells I have.
you can also do it with a cantrip, by the way.
Yeah, Thunderclap then would be best.
So you want to do a thunderclap, echo cast it, and after a few seconds, it's like 10 seconds, it will cast it again at the same spot. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. You clap your hands together and cause a thunderclap. Nobody's going to take damage from that because we're being nice today. And then you move away a bit, and after 10 seconds, another thunderclap goes off, but it doesn't feel like it's been correctly cast, so it will do only half damage. So you didn't fully succeed it, but you do get you the basics of it. Ilona, can you roll me an Arcana check, please? 24. You look at this, and you just see a delayed double cast. You as a sorcerer are more very knowledgeable on the form of meta magic and that kind of thing, and this is indeed a different form of meta magic that she's using, but it's not meta magic exactly. It is more or less casting the same thing twice and leaving behind traces of the spell so that it would later come together to recast it. And the thing she does wrong is the fact that she's focusing too much on the double cast and not like the magic flow naturally back at the spot.
I share that with Poppy.
Okay. So how do I do that then?
Well, pretty much you go with, pretty much think, after she casts, if she casts and does an echo cast, do not focus on the echo cast anymore. It will come naturally. Her thinking about the echo cast is causing her to fail it.
So you shouldn't think so much about it. Just let it flow.
Okay.
Puppy just scratches her head.
Guess I'll try that one.
You gonna try again?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead. You may roll, but this time with a charisma saving throw. Because that's your spell modifier.
Okay, so I have to not Arcana, just Charisma saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay. I did worse.
It doesn't have to be worse. It just has to do with your spell modifier. Don't worry. Like you don't have to beat a certain score. I'm putting the difficulty here. Okay. What are you casting?
Just thunderclap again, because save
You-
spell slot.
You do another thunderclap, and then you move away. And after just a few seconds, boom! Another thunderclap goes up perfectly. You understand the bit. You now fully understand the basics of echo casting and how to do it. Now comes the problem. Now comes the next issue: how to do it with your familiar.
Oh, great.
Well, there's one thing. And the Scorpy do it. That's the next part.
Flops down and has a staring competition with her familiar, who just stares back.
How do I make you do it?
You're gonna have to think for that for a moment,
Yeah,
because we're gonna cut to the next section of the day.
go for it.
So, next section of the day. Alcius, you still want to talk with Erica?
Yep.
Lucas, you're going to be busy reading, so you're not going to get a turn.
Fair enough.
You will have your second point of exhaustion then, and then after that, you're probably going to bed.
Sounds good. Is my hand still itching?
Yes. You might want to ask someone to heal that tomorrow.
Fair
Lier,
enough.
what are you doing?
Trying not to get bored out of my gourd.
Are you looking for something to do?
Mostly yes.
Are you going to wander about outside in the endless golden disc outside for a bit?
I'm not one to take walks.
You don't want to take a walk? Are you going to indulge in a nice bath, maybe?
I go back to the golden doors, see if there's any form of chaos I can sow, or I could just cast sending for the spelljammer to find my trace again. You know what? Yeah, I'm calling the director. I'm making a complaint. The ride was not smooth.
You gonna do that?
Yes.
Okay. So where are you gonna do the sending?
And the behind the golden doors once more.
You don't have access to the golden doors.
Erica, You have the keys to the golden doors. I gotta make a call.
Is talking to
again.
Mata. He pretty much points to Arceus. While he's still talking. Uh-oh. The turtle has the key.
Wait, the turtle has the keys to the golden door?
Yes.
Arceus! Can I get your
I'm
help?
waiting for Erica to be finished. You're next in line.
We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait a while. Can you help me out with this, and I'll help you out with your thing?
What do you want?
Just going to the golden doors. I have to make a call.
Ugh.
Won't be
Erica, can
long.
I give the key?
He just waves her hands like she trusts you. He's like, sure, whatever. He's like, sure,
Okay,
whatever.
and I throw it to there.
Nice.
I'm busy
Uh,
waiting.
Okay. Have fun waiting.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna go to that place now.
It's that place done. Poppy, what are you doing? Poppy?
After a moment of just staring at the familiar, I just go back inside and just to the living room and read on the book again to see if there's anything else I missed.
Okay, so I know what I can do with that. And Alona, you want to make the charm. You want to learn how to make. You want to bother someone for the charm, right?
Well, Puff did mention I need someone with alchemy or medicine knowledge
Mm-hmm.
to create the fluid, so I guess I'll go find Arceus.
For Erica. So you're gonna get in line.
Yeah, sure. Wanna get in line.
So pretty much Alona walks up to you and says and goes, Arceus. Go ahead, Arceus. You did.
I'm waiting.
Well, can you help me with something while you're waiting?
Yeah, that would work. Yeah.
And I pull out the flask with the liquid and say, I need this, but the real thing.
This already seems real. Tap, tap, tap.
You may roll medicine check, Arceus.
Sure. 17.
You look at the liquid and you're like, yeah, it seems like a real replica. And then you're like, wait, real replica? The replica? So if you drink this, it will work. But if you try to do something with it, like combining it or making it better, it won't work. So it needs to be. How would you say? That's what you mean with making it real. It needs to be able to be mixed, so it needs to be a bit distilled and cleaned.
Exactly.
It's not the pure element of it yet.
Do you have a way to make it pure in some way?
It's not really my specialty, but I guess I could try.
I'd appreciate it.
Don't know if I've got the equipment for it though.
It always
You,
make the equipment appear.
Well, yeah. We should be able to get the equipment here, I guess.
what do you need?
I'll just list up the things that I need.
You would at least need a decent alchemy set and a purifying element of some sort. You're like, a purifying element. Well, you can use silver, but I'm already going to use silver, so we're not touching that. But
Not my silver, at least.
my silver. But
I have silver.
Oh, that can be used then to purify it. If she uses her silver, you can easily purify it, but it will take some time.
Yeah.
So
That'll work.
are you gonna head into the kitchen, or are you gonna head to the kitchen see if it's there, or are you gonna try and use the fountain method because of what you know of Alona?
I can hold your place in line while you go to the fountain if you want.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's do that then.
Okay.
How convenient.
Outside, Foff is just sitting next to the fountain, and he looks at you. He's like, "Ah, you also need something from the fountain, hey?
Yeah.
Go right ahead. I can't stop you."
Oh, lovely. Thank you.
You try to conjure up a full elemental set, full alchemy set, and well, you know you can't get a whole alchemic lab. You can at least get a small enough kit, is it enough test tubes and glass and everything to put a purification process. You can at least get that out of it. And yes, it technically counts as one material. An alchemy set counts as one material in a way because it's part of alchemy tools.
Well,
Yeah, it's that. So, like you said, like I want to have a smithing set. You'll get smithing tools.
Yep.
And it counts
well,
as one.
this looks complete enough. Might as well go back.
And then you can start doing some alchemy in the kitchen.
Yes.
So,
Oh boy.
Alona, how much silver do you give?
Oh, so how much does he think he needs?
You, just to be safe, I'll just say 10 silver.
It's only 10 silver.
Hey,
Won't even miss it.
I give him 10 silver.
So, you know these 10 silver, you go into the kitchen, you lighten things up, and you start doing your little alchemic process and your medicine process, and you're like, okay, purify, and things like that. You can roll me Arcana. You can roll me medicine.
Ah.
Or, if you really want to be a little bit silly, you can roll me performance for some reason. Because you're also cooking, and cooking is performance.
Medicine.
18. You start putting the liquid in, and you start eating normally, looking at it and looking how it flows. Okay, how much silver do I need to purify? I need a little bit of liquid silver. And then you need to separate it afterwards. How much silver do I need? You think. You melt 2 silver pieces, a little bit of liquid silver, you mix it, then you stir it together, purifying the element, putting it back in, then distilling it again, and then going back to get the pure element out to divide the silver from it. And this process at least takes you 2 hours, but you finish it. And you made the purified element with only 2 silver coins. You still have 8 coins left.
Well, time to head back.
First try, my dude. 18 was the actual set reach.
Yeah, I rolled 9.
Yeah. So you're lucky. Plus 9 saves your ass. DC
Yeah,
18.
Like, plus 9 on medicine. Like, come on.
Yeah. So if you rolled anything lower than that, you would have failed and would have costed more silver. You had to try again with more silver.
Yeah.
Anyway, you return after 2 hours, and it's like, here. It's like you present the potion to Alona.
Oh, and your money, of course.
You get 8 silver back.
No, you can keep it as a thanks.
Nah. That's silly.
Then I'll use it to buy you a drink.
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
I'm still standing here in the queue.
Huh.
Not much has changed.
Well, I'll just take my part in the queue again. Which is just me.
Well, thanks and have fun, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you, and good luck with it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Interesting.
Poppy.
Yeah.
I need to roll me 2 Arcana checks.
2 Arcana checks. Okay. Oh boy.
Not advantage, 2 Arcana checks.
Yeah. Oh no. Wow, that was awful. And those. I was about to say it was almost a 4.
Ooh. So, as you study through the book, you try to understand how outcasting works in general, but how to do it be familiar. You try to do it like this and trying to say familiar. You have trouble fully under grasping it. You sort of get the basics, but you're like, there has to be another way. And you leaf through it, and then you look at it. That's it. You read that it would be easier if your familiar would have a charm that has a piece of you in it.
There's a what of it?
Piece of you. Remember, we're using general arcana terms, so a piece of you can be basically anything. Piece of your soul, piece of this, maybe a bit of your blood. Like,
Oh, I've got an idea. Pulls off her head and reaches up for a horn and just scritches a little bit. Pulls a few flakes from her horn. See if this works.
mm-hmm. But you only mean to make a charm that it can wear with the flakes in it.
Yeah, so I'll have to do something with that.
So you're gonna have to make something.
Ew, horn follicles.
It's basically just stone.
So you're gonna have to think of something to make out of it so that they can wear that.
I think I have an idea.
Okay.
But I'll have to see if I can actually find the stuff to make it.
Is there like a forge or something here that we can actually use, or?
You haven't checked for a forge exactly, but there might be a forge used somewhere.
Okay, I'm just gonna look around to see if there's a forge or something.
Investigation check.
Okie dokie. Investigation. There we go. Oops.
Hey, there's the nat 20s. They've been missing for a while, haven't they?
They happen.
So you look around the place and instinctively you go to the wing where the washing happens, and and you're like, wait, there should be another room here. Then you open up one of the side doors and you're like looking at this place and you're like, no, it's not here, but wait. Magic. There's a way. No, there must be a way to this room must be used for something else. So you think, and then you're like, can we have a forge, please? And then the room changes into a golden forge.
Well, that was easy.
Turns out that room is probably for equipment handling as well, and it would change shape if it needs to for whatever you're doing.
Okay. I'm gonna see if there's number one, if there's a way to make a chain, or if there aren't any chains already, and check if there's anything that can serve as like a small container.
Metallic is gold, I'm afraid. Unless you brought metals yourself, anything you would get provided is gold.
Yeah, well, why would you say that like I don't know? I'm looking for a chain and a container. Where did I ever say it didn't have to be gold?
Well, here's the thing. It's not there. You don't have the container. You're gonna have to make it.
Yeah, I know that. That's why I'm looking for something that could become a container.
Yes, you can make a gold container if need be.
So that's what I'm gonna do then.
Okay.
If
Yes,
it's not obvious yet, I'm going to make a small necklace.
yes, I know. You don't have to shout. Let me think. You're gonna need to do some forging. Oh, that's gonna be hard with your low strength. So, I need you to roll me 1 performance check, 2 strength checks, and 1 dexterity check.
Hold on a second. Performance?
Yep.
Strength.
Ooh.
That's just oh god. This is a normal strength for strength saving throw.
Saving pro.
Okay, so 2 of those.
Yeah.
I am not doing good. Oh well. Okay. What was the other one?
Dexterity.
Dexterity. That's also. I'm doing awful.
Don't quit your day job. You're not a smith.
I know that.
Whatever you're looking at, the chain can't work. It's a lot of the chinks just fall apart, and the container, well, it has a big hole in it on the side. No. This is complete failure.
Take it. Back to the drawing board.
You might want to ask someone stronger to help you with it later.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, but the dice say no.
Yeah, they did not agree.
Yeah. Okay, so that's done. Leah, it's your turn. You go downstairs. You have your nice golden key. You put the key against the door. It opens. This room is still as disorientating as always with those weird veins/roots. What do you? Well, okay. Do you look for any specific route to try and gauge where you can do the sending the best, or do you just try sending in general?
Well, I do not know where my universal area is, well, home area, so I'm going to send a sending into this space trying to contact my spelljammer.
But
Hmm?
roll me D100.
Okay, I didn't quite hear that the first time, that's why. Let's see.
Ooh, I set a DC, and I'm glad you didn't get lower. If you had 9 points lower, that would have been bad for you. I'll be honest. If you rolled 20 or lower, you would have had that sending would have not arrived. Then something bad would have happened. But you got the minimal requirements, which is good.
Okay.
Yes, now, what do you say exactly in the sending?
Please come get me right now where we had a little bit of turbulence and where a rock threw me off. There should be a veiled world. Go through. I think that's all
Okay.
my words I'm allowed.
Yeah. When you receive things, you hear a bit of static. Then you hear someone talking really slow, and then you're like, right, time dilation. Time goes faster here than outside there. So this is no problem because eventually the message just becomes short and it's just like, Tant, we have legal troubles with an annoying Empire official.
I'm gonna find the nearest wall to bash my head in.
This room doesn't have any walls. It only has a door and the roots. But you have to roll me a history check real quick for what kind of empires doesn't allow you to come in, for them to come in.
A history, you say?
History. $14. You try to remember about what this empire could be, and this empire official, and then you sort of half remember the fact that your manager had to talk to some sort of official ambassador of some empire, some sort of solar empire, galactic empire, something that governs over the section of the realm and space you were going to travel through. So you suspect that the reason your crew didn't immediately turn around and pick you up on this planet is because there's some sort of even some sort of empire that reigns over this realm, over this system, that is about the official business of saving you. And they're slow because, bureaucrats. You don't know the exact name right now, but you do know this thing exists. There is some sort of galactic empire or universal empire. Some sort of empire above this planet that is foreseeing all of the space here.
Sometimes I wish I was an evil space dictator. Well, screw that. I'm gonna do a little something though. See if it does anything.
I'm listening.
I'm going to throw a single gold coin into the void. That's it.
Which void? Which route are you aiming for?
None.
So you just...
Fate got my hand. Out of frustration. Like trying to skip a stone in on an astral sea, I guess.
Roll me a D10,000. I'm just sinking in the tree because you're making me do something really hard to decide. So I'm just going to say, roll me a ridiculous dice and see where it lands and see what I can infer. Okay, you throw a gold coin into the ether. Let's see, what could... Okay. You throw a gold coin into the roots. It disappears as you see it scatter across the roots into several pieces. You're like, what the fuck was that?
Well, not my problem.
Slowly backs away and goes to exit.
Okay.
Yep.
You don't want to infer what happened? You don't even want to get an idea what might have happened? You're just saying, no, not my problem, don't care, gonna go away, bye.
Well, I just threw a coin and it just blasted in 7 pieces, right?
Several pieces. You don't know, it looked like it, you're not sure, but if you could infer on your knowledge to see what happened. As you can guess, you know what you're gonna have to roll then.
Fine, Arcana, right?
I'm inside your mind.
Disgusting, get out. Okay. Arcana it is then.
20. Oh!
Did I get it?
Ooh! Did you get it? What do you think? Anyway, you tried to infer what you just saw, from what you saw, you threw the coins in such a random direction that it might have hit a certain point in the roots that the coin itself duplicated, then spread itself, and then after it duplicated, went into pieces, duplicated again into pieces, and spread across all the magic roots. He sent little gold fragments across everywhere. They're probably not going to do any damage, but what you infer is the fact that if something else would have touched it, it would have the same fate. These roots can do some fucking shit, and you know that if you fuck with these in the wrong way, you're not gonna die. You're gonna have a fate worse than death. You could just become tiny little hairs with minimal power spread across every realm and dimension ever, and only be a small fragment of your power. And somehow all exist in the same time and yet separately.
Imagine having micro layers everywhere. Let's see. Looks at the bag of Fae contained.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if anything can be heard from here. Just opens the bag.
D4.
Times.
D4. Oh, D. Okay, couple times. You want to have the screaming go off, right?
Yeah. Want to see if anything reacts to a screaming primal Fae.
Okay, it starts screaming. Now you have to roll perception with disadvantage to see if you hear anything from the roots.
Yep.
Because there's kind of a blood shouting, a blood curdling shout is being heard. So you need to see if anyone else can hear it.
Oh, whoops.
Perception disadvantage. If you want to be this crazy, you can be this crazy for a moment.
Yes. Disadvantage, 14.
14.
Maybe I should just give in to the evil.
I need you to roll me a charisma saving throw real quick.
Oh, sheesh kebab. Against a charm?
Do you think it's a charm? That's a charm, yes.
It's okay against being charmed. Let's see. I believe I have a counter charm.
Yeah, but you don't know what you're counter charming, so you can't. You don't know where you're being charmed from, so that doesn't work.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. It's just a sensation. You just need to resist it.
As an action, I can do a performance that lasts until the end of the next turn. While it lasts, any friends in earshot advantage saves on frightened charm. Okay.
As an action, not a reaction.
Oh, dang.
Nice try.
Right. I have to check anyways.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh.
Man, I hate this place.
So,
I really hate it.
the air. For a moment, you hear giggling. And then you hear it even louder. And you swear, what is that? You feel enticed to check it out. You come closer and closer, and you see a root that is giggling towards you. You look at it. Huh? Yeah. Okay. Well, Ozzy, you know what's happening.
I also know what's happening.
Okay. You have the urge to stick your hand through it. Do you resist?
I'll die. Wait a minute. If I stick my hand through it, I'll die. It's
Do
putting
you-
me in danger.
Yeah, you resist, but you need to roll me one more charisma saving throw. And now you won't die because you're putting into a specific route, but you do have the inclination of resisting because something's
Please
not
don't
right.
lie. There we go.
When your hand's about to reach, you're like, "Brrr! Strictly Faye?"
I'm gonna yell at that root specifically.
Shut the fuck up! Stop it! Get some
If only there
mental
was some
help.
fairy that could help you.
If you don't shut up or give me something good, I'm gonna throw this bag in the fire plane.
Does it respond to my demands?
No, you don't hear any. You just hear the same giggling, but you know you've resisted it, so you just hear the giggling.
Mm.
That all? You're just gonna get out of this room because you're
Yeah.
like you can do a lot here, but at the same time you know the risks now. You're like, so what are you gonna do? You gonna get out, or you gonna do? Are you gonna like
Before I get out, I throw one last piece of jerky into the void
randomly or specific route?
randomly for fun.
D10,000. D10,000, please. I
Not bad.
got some good news. You didn't feed a Tarrasque an accident.
Dang.
Yeah, okay. The piece of jerky falls into the roots and disappears from sight. You don't know where it ended up, but hey, whatever.
Well, somebody's eating good tonight.
Anyways, I'm just gonna leave. At this point, I'm really not sure what to do.
Okay, well, I guess that's set in stone now. Lear is done. Alrighty then. After a bit, Osius, Herika, and Mata nod to each other. And Mata goes, so that is all the state of the affair, and this group wants to stop the father of the Elven one of doing these kind of things, because otherwise he will have these old archmages knowledge around and might replicate it in a different way for his own benefit. And he sounds like he wants to be this evil that gives forbidden knowledge to his druid folk, and then his people can live peacefully and he'll take all the sins like he's some sort of messiah, dark messiah.
The worst thing comes from the best intentions and yada 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 evil.
Yeah. Oh, I already dislike this. He's trying to upset the natural order in his own way. Oh, I do not like this one. And especially within this mother's domain, who's already busy holding up a veil to keep other entities out, including Lord Bahamut, only because she has to be indiscriminate to keep the realm safe. If she plays favoritism, then anyone else will try to use that favoritism to get inside this realm, and it will cause complete and utter chaos. Not like the roots here are a root cause of problems, but I believe this mother figure at least allows you this special permission under the cost of your own powers, correct? Nurka goes, indeed. Oh, it's a noble sacrifice for a group of mortals. I commend you. How old would you say you were? A few millennia. Well, then I still commend you for your kind and brave action, despite everything. Alright. I see what needs to be done. I believe the Total wishes to speak with you, Milady Genie. And she goes like, right. Osius, you have a question for me?
Oh, yes. I got this scroll. And I want to know if it's a permanent effect or temporary or whatever. I thought you might be able to help.
Mhm. Ah, a scroll of some sort. Sure, show me the scroll real quick. I need to
There you go.
That's a ritual. It's a divine ritual. I see, I see. I've got and what do you wish for me to defer from this?
Well, I would like to know if it's a permanent effect or if it's a temporary one.
I will be honest. And if you had to scroll back. If you were a divine being in a divine body, it would be temporarily. But since this is done on mortal flesh, no, this will be a permanent change to your physique.
Huh. And do you know what the effects are exactly?
It essentially takes the cost that you're putting in and transmutating that cost into your body itself, forcing it to regenerate it at a constant pace. Or in this case, making your shell made of complete silver. Do not think you'll be turned into some sort of silvery statue or that your shell will be hard to move in. That will remain the same. Your weight will increase, naturally, because it's more dense. But essentially, any cost for silver will now be taken from your shell, and your shell will heal that damage back.
Oh. Thank you very much. Time to cast it.
I wish you luck. And you can see.
Thanks. I'll be real pretty.
Okay. So that's the rest of your day. We'll see this for your day for that. Okay. Looking at the time, looking at everything. This training is taking forever. Okay. So, with that, we are going to continue. Poppy, you still have to ask someone to help you, but it's going to be late. So if anyone is going to help you, it's going to be a nightly forging.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it overnight, so I'm just gonna go to bed for now after dinner.
Lier, anything you want to do before hitting the night? Hitting night. I mean, Mata is now ready to receive your word, and Eric as well, so you can talk to them.
What word?
Just you can talk with them.
Well, I wasn't planning to talk to them. I was just waiting for Matan to debate if he was going to give me the power or not.
Oh, well, are you in the room with him right now?
I mean, sure, why not?
So, you gonna give me that
Man, I forgot the word. What is it? Temporal? No.
Boost.
Okay. Are you gonna give me that temporary powers so I can defeat that guy and then I have to do it. Dang.
Well, I know you're stranded on this world, and it caused you much dismay. But, I could give you the little boost you need, but not in the way you think. I can't do it right now, as this realm is restrictive of divine powers. We have to wait till we're back in the actual realm before I can give you your present. But you indeed will have a blessing, a blessing of Lord Bahamut itself to assist you. I will not be accompanying your journey, as I will go and meet with this mother figure myself.
You know where to go?
Erica has informed me with the routes. I will not have that much trouble getting there. Perhaps I could get in contact with the celestial that is assisting the mother. It would make it much simpler. Either way, I will figure that out myself. This will be a
All
jolly jaunt through the realm itself, perhaps.
If you want to take the long route, I could have just tried and use some of that spooky magic. You know, there's this creepy old, creepy, weird little guy at the top of the mountain. He listens for the prayers of the mother, and he has enough magic to teleport people. I think so.
Yes, I
He appears
heard
to say,
he calls himself the Overseer, also someone who hides his true identity because he's near divinehood. I was informed of him. He's another contact I would like to infer about. But for now, the moment we leave this realm and we will part ways, I will give you a blessing of some sort. I'm not sure what exactly yet, but I have my ideas of what would be most befitting for your skills. After all, giving you a simple strength increase will not really benefit you in the long run. You need something that is better for your talents.
if you say so, as long as I don't die midway through fighting.
We will see. That, after all, the divine can only alter fate as much as possible. If it's your time to go, we can only stop death to a degree unless you are fully devout to us. It is a nasty bit of divine ruling, but it is the rules nonetheless.
I got like 3 gods of death I pledged my death to, and they said I wouldn't be dying on a remote world. I mean, come on.
That is probably not your fate yet. Either way, I will think of something. For now, I wish to defer to the kitchen to have a bit of a snack.
Kitchen's over there.
He heads into the kitchen.
I'm going to bed.
Leo goes to bed. Okay. So Ozius will cast the spell ritual. Lucas, you're heading to bed. Right? Oh, he's not going to be coming back, but I read here. Yeah, okay, he's going to...
Lucas will be heading to bed. Sorry, I'm back.
Yeah, you got all level 2 spells, and you're going to head to bed to at least get rid of one exhaustion.
Yep. And while I'm in bed, I'm going to employ the use of my familiar to essentially tie my hands to the headboard with rope so that I can't sit there scratching all night.
This is the first time you will cast your familiar as Lucas. It's still, your ferret looks a bit different.
Oh no.
So, that beautiful ferret of yours that used to be a lovely shade of brown is now a black ferret. Completely charcoal black.
Shadow floof.
Ah.
It's the void.
It's still the same as always, still the same fixture, it just looks differently. You probably can defer from this because you're now Lucas, your familiar is now a different familiar as well, because your familiar is tied to your identity.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, colour suits you. And you don't have a clue what I'm talking about because you've always been. Yes. Okay. Just odd request. Tie my hands to the bedposts for me.
It does that for you.
Thank you.
Okay. Lucas is to bed. Yeah, it's to bed. Ozzy's casting the silver. Ilona, what are you doing? You're gonna stay up all night, or you're gonna go to bed, and you're gonna do this in the morning?
Yeah, I'll do it in the morning.
Ilona goes to bed. Okay, and then we can finally head to the final day. Before you go to bed, By the way, also, you will have a short rest. You will not get a long rest. You get a short rest after doing the ritual. You will not get any points of fatigue. You just will have a short rest. That's all.
Nice.
You avoid that. So at the end of the cast, 50 gold pieces is absorbed into your shell, and your shell turns completely silver. And on the back of your shell is now the crest of the unconnected. You do feel a little bit heavier, but the shell itself, it moves fine. You go like, yeah. And you gain 1 natural AC because your shell is made of a metal now.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So, you do note that if you're gonna use the silver replacement cost, you will lose 2 hit points. But it will be regeneratable by healing. That's why it's regenerating, because if you rest, it grows back. So basically, the cost of 10 silver is 2 hit points for you, because 2 hit points were taken from your shell.
Okay.
Very minor damage for you. I mean, 2 hit points, that's nothing for you. But there's a cost.
Just write it up later.
Time for the final day. Day 7. We still have a bit of time, so let's do at least the morning session. So,
Okay.
Lucas, you lose 1 point of exhaustion because you have a long rest.
Ah, I feel fantastic. Oh God, my hand.
So, anyway, Lucas, what are you doing this morning?
I think the first thing is recall my familiar to chew the ropes off, so I can get up.
Mm-hmm.
Smart.
Okay.
Thanks, my hand is absolutely killing me as I try not to scratch. I'm going to seek out Osius.
Okay. Alzius, what are you doing?
Just grabbing something to eat.
Poppy?
I'm just gonna get something to eat and then think of who would be best to help me forge the necklace.
Lona? Alona? You're muted. It's gonna take a moment. Pierre,
Yes.
what are you doing today?
I wake up. Oh, fine. Let's see. What could I do? What was one of the spells I was training again? Let's see. I think it was synaptic static, right?
That's your notes.
Yeah.
Could have changed, but okay.
Go to somebody else. I'll think about it.
Okay. Alona, respond.
Yeah, sorry, I'm here.
What are you doing?
I am going to ask Paul to help me with the ritual to create the item.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. Then we're gonna go with Lucas picking Osius. So, Lucas, you find Osius in the kitchen, walking past the Platinum Kobold and Erica sitting in the living room, both reading a book.
Ah, Osius, there you are. I was looking for you sometimes done something different this morning?
Yeah, I changed my hair.
He doesn't have.
And your shell too, by the looks of it.
Oh, yeah.
The fairy
I
waves at
dyed it a
you.
bit.
The fairy also waves at Lucas. I'm just sticking around because I can.
And you made a friend, it seems. Nice.
I look.
Look,
Are we friends?
Well, if you're friends with a fairy, that means many things, you know.
Good things?
Thanks!
Good things?
Many things.
Yes, we're friends.
Okie doke, we're friends now.
Give me your soul.
By the way, Ozzius, you feel when she says friends, you kind of feel a warming thing, but also kind of a chill down your spine. It's like, oh, I may have said something that could bite me in the ass, but it could also be good. I don't know.
Right, I forgot there's a spell called Friends.
Oh, she didn't cast friends, but you know, you've officially confirmed you're friends with a fae, which might have consequences, good or bad. You don't know yet. So anyway,
Already died.
anyway,
Oh, Lucas.
yes,
I don't
Yes.
think you've introduced yourself to my friend yet. Do you want to give your name?
oh yeah, nice to meet you. I'm Lucas Nicholas.
Pleasure to meet you, little Lucas. Just call me Silverbell. It's very simple to remember my fairy name.
Silverbell, huh?
Yeah, the same as the lake town, ironically. Don't worry, it's probably not her real name, that's just her alias. Again, you know how fae...
Silverbell.
Yeah.
Wow.
I,
Just
man.
wow.
Anyway, I don't mean to be a bother of Ozzius, but is there any chance you could take a look at this and I show him my bitten, sore, infected hand?
well, you see that mosquito bite, and you don't even have to roll medicine to infer that this is no normal bite. This is some sort of magical bite of some sort. It's like, okay, this is really weird. I've never seen this before, but it's definitely magical.
You know, the more I think about
No.
it,
This
the
is
more
magical. I don't do magic. You might have to try Ilona.
the more I think about it, the more I think that that bite is just a hickey from fate.
No. Bad. Bad.
Yeah.
Bad. Sit down.
It's not
Anyway.
gonna stop me from doing worse.
He's
I'll
not
get
tempting
toast.
fate in that way. Bad. Anyway. You may still roll a medicine. Well, you said you don't know, so no medicine check for you.
Magical. Okay. Where's Alona?
Oof.
Probably
I don't
outside.
know.
Probably outside.
Okay. I'll go look outside.
Okay, that goes. Lucas goes outside. And you and the fairy have a nice hearty breakfast. She has cupcakes because she likes cupcakes. Leah, you see, well, Lucas go outside. Poppy's eating a nice breakfast, and yeah. Poppy, do you have any idea who you want to ask for help? Leah is also there, but you know, Lona's outside, and Lucas went outside. You also see this the little kobold sitting there just reading a book with Eric as well.
Have I seen the kobold? Oh, right, I have seen the kobold.
You haven't seen a kobold yet, but you can now talk to him if you want to.
No.
No.
It's not gonna be. This is the last day. I need to get that thing fixed. I may as well check with the air.
Yeah? Can I ask
Huh?
you something?
Sure.
I need to make a necklace with a small pendant on it. Or not a pendant, a locket. But it didn't work last night. Could you help me, please?
Could I have one of my mitosis small pieces themselves?
No mitosis.
Fine, let's see what we can do.
Thank you.
Okay. So you both head into the Golden Forge, and well, you also see this Golden Forge, and you see also you can make things from gold. So that's nice. Anyway, are you gonna help her?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Wait.
You may now tactically discuss who has the best strength and who has the best performance and who has the best dex and such.
I have +2 dex. I have 0 strength, but I have bardic inspiration. Want to go at it? It's a D8.
Yeah, I have a -2 in strength, so if I have to do 2 strength again, that's gonna that's not gonna do much.
So you might as
I have +10 in performance.
so it's mostly gonna be Lier with advantage with Poppy's help. I think that's the best outcome.
Probably.
Are you also gonna burn all your bardic inspiration on yourself to give you all d8 for every roll? In case you're gonna burn 4 or just 1.
Whoa, second. I'm allowed to bardic inspiration on myself?
In this case, yeah. We discussed this ruling before.
All right. Let's see. What am I rolling?
Performance, 2 strength checks, and a dex save, and a dex save. So two strength saves and then a dex save.
Whoa, wait a minute. So,
First performance.
Okay.
2 strength saves and 1 dex save. With advantage, by the way, all of them.
Okay.
So 21 performance.
Better than what I did already.
Because Poppy's helping you make it, so you get advantage. D8 for what?
Bardic inspiration.
For what are you bardic inspirating for?
Strength.
Okay.
It's a save or just straight check?
Strength save.
Okay.
I don't know why we have a difference between strength checks and saves. They're mostly the same, so the others say save because you get a bonus. Again, advantage. 16. Okay. Again.
So I rolled. Oh, right. Strength is. I have to roll twice.
Twice.
Which is 4 times.
Yeah. You have advantage. That's still an advantage. So, okay, that's a bad one. Okay, well,
Okay.
that doesn't.
Now it's dex, right?
Yeah. Advantage. Advantage, remember? Oh, you did twice.
17.
I did twice. 17. So the total outcome is 21, 16, 3, and 17. So as you start making the necklace, as you according to Poppy. With her help, you make something you make a good. You keep making it. Then you make a chain. The chain is nice and sturdy. You then make the locket. The locket's it has trouble opening a bit, so it's a bit tightly locked. But it works. It works. It looks good though, and yeah, it looks nicely neat out. So it looks like a decent locket. It's just that the door hinges doesn't fully takes a little bit of trouble opening.
Looks at Poppy.
Hey, would you believe this is my first time ever making this?
That's
Usually
better
most
than,
of my
better than my attempt.
Shows the pathetic attempt that she made last night.
You wouldn't even you look at this as like that's supposed to be a necklace. It looked like abstract art in sort of a way.
that looks like something you put in a necklace.
Oh,
A necklace. Well, on a good note, you could use it as an improvised weapon.
hey,
Just looking at it hurts.
Just smiles deviously.
that's mean.
No. It's just fun. Well, we still made a very good necklace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Have fun doing whatever you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Do I still have the key to the golden room?
You didn't return it.
Time to go throw a few more coins into the void, and then.
Oh, you're gonna have to wait with that.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay.
Returning the key to Erica.
Even you. Okay, return the key to Erica.
Just throws the key at Tiamat. Throws the gold at Tiamat.
Yeah, I don't know where she is, so that's good luck.
Fire. Or pandemonium. Either.
Yeah. Just like Bahamut, she has two places. Okay, that's Poppy. There's also the air bit done. We're gonna do some quick things. Lucas, you find Ilona outside with Foff about to, start making the thing. So you're like, Ilona!
Alona, can I just bother you for just a quick moment?
Well, we're going to start a really intricate ritual here, but what's going on?
So somehow I seem to have gotten bitten by something while we're staying here. And Ozius tells me this is a magical injury in nature. And
Got
that you
bitten by
might be
something
best to
magical?
help. Apparently.
Do you show the bite?
Can you
I showed
show
the bite.
me?
Okay, you show the mosquito bite. Ilona, at the first glance, yeah, this is indeed some sort of weird magical bite that happened, but its nature is kind of enigmatic to you. You may roll Arcana to fully study it, or a medicine check to see how it affects the body.
Arcana.
18. You look at this bite and you study it. Whatever this bite was, it is indeed causing a longest itch that would at least hold on for a month at this rate. Because it's some sort of bite with some sort of magic tied to it. And you're thinking, And you're thinking, can you cure it somehow? You're not really sure how to cure it because, well, you're not the healer of the party. So you're like, I know how it works, but that's it. That's all you can do. So you know how it works.
Well, how do you feel about a month of itch?
A month?
Yeah,
No,
something like that.
Also, Foff is standing there. You can also just cut up your hand and then regrow it.
Humans don't regrow body parts.
They do with the right spells.
I mean,
Go
you
on.
could. Oh, whoops. Or you could try to stick your hand into the fountain and ask for any liquid that could remedy it. Or try.
Or you could just burn the magic out.
Burn? Fire?
Yes, you can literally just scorch the wounds enough to make the magic dissipate. Should be not.
Can I try?
I'd like to start backing away.
I mean,
Actually,
you want a month of itch or just a little bit of fire?
Oh, I'm gonna regret this. Fine.
Okay, so do you, Elona, want to magically categorize the bite with fire? And if so, what kind of spell are you going to cast on it?
Fireball.
No, you should yourself.
No. Oh, so I will create a bolt of fire with firebolt
Mm-hmm.
and just try to aim it really precisely.
You don't have to go. You don't have to roll AC because he's going to let it hit him. So there's no attack roll for that.
Yeah.
So you only have to roll damage,
Oh.
and it will be half because you're being direct and trying to cauterize it. Well, not cauterize. Burn the wound. So it's going to be half damage. 8 points of fire damage. But the itch is gone.
Ow. Okay, back to Osius.
You're welcome.
Mhm. There's no more itch. The wound is gone.
You know what? Look, I could take a look at it.
I'm gonna go back to Osius. Slightly different look of pain on my face. Can you do anything with this now?
Oh yeah, sure. Do you want me to cut it off?
No.
There are ways to regrow it, you know.
Oh god, he's having fun with that.
Just heal the frickin' burn, please.
Lawful. See, all these lawfuls have the same idea. Just cut the limb off and regrow it. It's just a lawful thing to think about.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm rather attached to that hand.
Yeah, you are now.
And
When
I'd
it's
like to
off, you're
stay
not.
that way.
That's the whole
Thank
point.
you.
Just heal it. Comedy.
Fine.
Yes,
Sure
come on,
won't.
Chop Chop. Don't take that literally.
Okay, you're fully healed. There's no more burn mark either. You're fully fine. That hand no longer itches like a thing and no longer feels like it's been singed.
Thank you, Osius.
Ah, I forgot I could have used my new spell for this.
Oh well.
New spell?
It's fine.
Okay. And Ilona, are you gonna do the ritual with Fav?
Yeah.
So, you follow the steps, you ignite the fuel, put liquid over it, you ignite the pyrite, and then try to bind over it, and then magically focus it into an arcane focus with Fav. I need you to roll 1d100 and an arcana check with advantage. As you cast this ritual and cast on fire, you know you can't pick it up, but you know you're gonna have to. And Bob can't help it, can't also pick it up anymore, so you decide, I'm gonna go for it. It's my flames, my fire. Burns a little bit, but you tie the thing around, and then you crush it and you shape it into the thing you want it to be. The charm. The heat singes you. You think you feel pain, but at the same time you feel warm. You focus, and then when you let your hands go, in front of you, you've now created a charm that is a black oval with a golden eye in it. You've made the charm successfully. You got a new arcane focus.
Ooh, and pretty.
You now have the Phoenix imitation charm. You got the dice were in your favor.
Yeah.
And Pop goes like, "Oh, I can sense the heat and radiating of power of a phoenix in it. Well, not fully authentic. It would do the job for your fireballs.
Won't
Though
consume it, right?
it won't consume it, but it does have a limited amount of charges. I believe with our skill, he looks at it closely. 3, maybe 4 charges. Can't be certain. I would say 3.
Thanks for the help.
Well, it is part of our deal. And
Still
so,
continue in the mortal realm.
and when we're in the mortal realm, we will make our deal complete. Just as intended. Remember, you can trust me. He just smiles. And even with Pathfinder said, yes, he's right, you can't trust him to keep his word, but at the same time, his word also means that he is plotting something.
Yeah, I figured.
But at this point, what do you rather have? An Ifriti doing something shady, or your father doing something even that's probably worse than Ifriti could do at the start of in the mortal realm? I think your father
Yeah,
probably
that's why I chose to strike a deal.
Yeah. Okay. So Poppy's got his charm. Alona got her charm. Earlier, and Lucas still has something to do, but we're gonna call it here because some people have to go. And yeah, you got yourself a level up at the very least during the session.
Yay!
So there's still at least half a final day left in here. So what will the last training session be, and what will it bring? Because the next morning you will be ejected back into the mortal realms.
Fun times.
Will you take it easy, or will there be a final push for something big? Who knows? Who knows? A great big adventure awaits our team. How it will unfold, we shall see. With that, your dungeon master, say goodbye. It is goodbye from Poppy.
Bye!
It's goodbye from Alona.
Bye, everyone.
It's goodbye from the air.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye from Lucas.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from the silver-shelled Osseous.
Goodbye.
Remember to stay charged, and we will see you all next time. Bye-bye.